one more aspect, since we are talking about sustainability of the business model, we could also talk about the UPI, NPCI, whether that could be a game changer. What would happen to the business model, because it has thrived on convenience? If that convenience is given to the bank customers, would they be inclined to use those mode of payments? Do we need to be having multiple payments systems? Could we have your views?
Sure, UPI is going to be a game changer. The way it is pioneered by NPCI, Mr. Nandan Nilekani is heading that. But I attend all the meetings for NPCI where Mr. Nandan Nilekani comes and he drives it. In the month of April, we are going to officially launch it, and a lot of banks are already started that. So the interoperability, that was the problem, and the various models were discussed. Now ultimately the 4-party model has been approved. This is going to be a game changer, and a lot of ease. Suppose any new thing coming now to me 1 month back, what is UPI? I was also wondering. Now I know something about UPI because I am a part of that now. So people in the general, our customers, I will take our customer, public sector bank customers, they also are now, I think, what is UPI? They must be reading the paper only. We have not made them aware. So the moment this exercise goes on, definitely every bank's endeavor will be to make the customers aware of UPI and the ease of UPI and the benefits we get from the UPI. So UPI is definitely going to be a game changer, and it definitely going to ease the payments, and the interoperability is going to come there. One more point I would like to add from the VS1. One of the points why the public sector banks or the banks are driving the digital maybe cost. One transaction on the bench costs 35 to 40 rupees. One mobile transaction costs 1 rupee 50 paisa. That is a very big driver for us. So try drive.
On the how the UPI is a game changer for sure. So just give you a very quick example of how we see it from our perspective. You know, I started talking to all of you all today with the two sides of the coin, right? So it was great because even Mr. Gupta shared that while we are talking about less cash, and that's one vision, at the same time we are also putting banks new targets for ATM rollout. So I don't know why are we, you know, and in the same way, we spoke about, and it was great to have Mr. Sharma as a regulator talk about shared infrastructure, because one of the challenges as an industry we always faced, and at its cash we have one of the largest networks of physical outlets, right, the BC network. But still where we partner with banks, the fundamental challenge came in was that ultimately I can only have one BC outlet operating for one bank, right? Now that was a regulatory limitation. Now UPI is one way that kind of surpasses that limitation and further opens up that opportunity that is there for being tapped into. So that's where even something like an interoperable system like UPI will play the game.
Right. Thanks a lot. Why we would
let me add a point on the UPI part of it. UPI is an enabler actually, because if you see, with due respect to all the payment providers, service providers today, we do many things. We wanted to do many things, but ultimately what happens? Imagine the internet is used only for email. I think that is what it is. Today we all talk about the same money, you know, but UPI gives you much larger, in Indian perspective, it's kind of, you know, for example, a common man without much difficulty, just by sending an SMS, his transaction is done. For a biller, irrespective of whatever size they are, they can come into the system, they can make sure that the customers or consumers or even the common public is able to make a payment to them. That is the infrastructure that they have provided. All the players, everybody in the payment system will benefit with that UPI, and ultimately the public will also benefit. It is an excellent technology-based process which is going to help all of us at some point in time.